Hello, my name is Guinea. This is my first video. In this video, I'm going to show you how to fill Chevening application form. Let's start. First of all, go to chevening.org in order to start application. And as we see here, applications are open now for starting the UK with Chevening. By selecting Apply Today, we are coming to the web page where there is a list of countries to choose from. We can choose from this list, or we can come here to select our country. I'm selecting Azerbaijan in my case, and as we are applying for scholarship or not for Chevening fellowship, we're selecting scholarship from this drop-down list and go to search. On the country web page, we come down to Apply button, and we are here in chevening.smartsimpleuk.com website. Before starting our application, let's read carefully what's written in this part. And here I should mention that regardless whether this is your first time you apply for Chevening application or you have applied previously, maybe last year, it doesn't matter because you should register here as new users. This is because Chevening application forms smartsimpleuk.com doesn't store applicant registration details from past years, so all applicants, regardless of whether they have applied previously or not, will need to register as new users. For this purpose, we come and register here. So before we come to the Chevening registration page, if you haven't done so, the page that requires you to accept application form policy and cookie policy opens, and you should, after reading carefully about these policies and after agreeing, you just click on the accept button and then only go to this content information filling page. First, title, choose from this drop-down list the one that applies to you. Then write your first name and last name. Just be sure that you put them as the same as the name on your passport. So they should be your official name and last name. Other than that, if you have a name that you prefer to be called, you can write it here. Write your email and write your email for the second time, because this email part is very important, as all the correspondence sent to you for your application regarding your Chevening application will be sent to this email address. So be sure you write it correctly. You can put additional email, your telephone number, put your telephone number, mobile and home phone number, preferably add your Skype ID here. As with all other applications, all the fields that have asterisk are important and require filling in application. So if you don't fill, these fields, you cannot proceed with your application. Write your city, and if you don't have state, province as units, you can have some smaller units, smaller than cities. It may be a district. For example, you can write district. Just know your postal code and write here. Country, select this from this list your country, and after writing all the information, just be sure they are correct. And by checking the box below, you confirm that you have read all the details carefully and you wrote them correctly. Please be sure, because these details cannot be changed afterwards. So to start our application, we click on the submit button. After you click on the submit button, it shows your registration is complete. A link to activate your account will be emailed to you, and using this link you'll activate your account, and after you activate your account you can log in and start your application. After you click on the link which is sent to your email address, after you click on it, so a new page opens, and here you should set your new password. So your password must at least 8 characters, 1 lowercase, 1 uppercase, and at least 1 number. After creating your password, you click again on the submit button. After you created password and clicked on the submit button, the page again shows your registration details, your name, surname, and you should enter your age, your citizenship, if you have dual citizenship, and then answer how many years have you lived in your country. After that you save your information. It means you click on the save button, and then you click on validate your profile button, after which this page comes. It shows that contact profile completed. Click here to view your home page. So we're here in my applications page. This page shows applications that are in progress, your applications, submitted applications, and if your application is unsuccessful or successful and conditional, selecting and reserve awards. So when you start your application and haven't yet submitted, it will appear in progress applications. After you submit your application and it's under review applications, it will appear here. So first of all, let's go to available open awards to see which awards are available. And this page advises you to submit your application at your earliest convenience. And this is because due to marked increase in the number of applications being submitted prior to the close of applications on Tuesday, 2 November, there may be some technical problems making it difficult for you to submit your application. So it's advisable to start and finish your application well before the deadline. So you choose your Chevening scholarship and apply. This is new eligibility questionnaire, and this page checks if you are indeed eligible for applying to a Chevening Award. So there are a number of requirements to be able to apply for Chevening. You must be a citizen of Chevening eligible country and territory. You can check it on Chevening website if your country is eligible for Chevening reward. Then there are requirements. One of them is that you will, after completing your degree, you'll come back to your country and work for a minimum of 2 years. So with this question, you confirm that you indeed will come after completing your degree to your own country. And you should have an undergraduate degree allowing you to study in the UK. And the other requirement is having work experience, 2 years, minimum 2 years work experience. But this work experience doesn't only mean paid job. So these 2 years may comprise of volunteering, different internships, and paid jobs. So totally you should have 2 years, minimum of 2 years work experience. You must be 18 years of age to apply, and you'll commence your studies in the UK autumn term 2022 if you are selected for an award. After completing these questions and having answers to all of them, so you submit again to proceed with your application. Then the questions continue asking if you aspire to be, or you are already a leader, decision maker, or opinion former in your home country territory. It asks if you are a British citizen, have you previously studied in the UK with funding from a UK government funded scholarship, have you been employed in a permanent, temporary or internship role since July 2019 by the UK government, by the British Council or by the Association of Commonwealth Universities, you or your immediate relatives. By immediate relatives, it means your parents, step-parents, siblings or step-siblings, children or step-children, or your spouse. After answering these questions, you submit your pre-screen. On the background page, after personal and contact details, here comes education. You should enter education details, whether you have undergraduate or postgraduate degree. You add education details here. If you have undergraduate or postgraduate, choose and select from which country. Confirm country. After confirming it, you should add more details about university, college. If your university doesn't appear here, you select other and write manually. Then dates from to, which degree you obtained, if it's Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Arts, degree subject, course title, and result scale in terms of GPA. If it's the only one, your education, you just submit. If you want to add other one or the other ones, you submit and add new. After that, the list will show here. After education, you have to answer work experience. As we mentioned, as I mentioned before, you should have at least 2 years work experience at the time of submitting your application, which may include full-time, part-time, volunteer, internship, and even freelancing. And you enter your work experience, and the system will itself calculate a number of hours you worked overall. And for this calculation, working week comprises 35, 60 hours, and working year comprises 40 and 50 weeks. And if at the moment, at the time of submitting your application, you are still working in at your workplace, so you write present, and the hours for that role will be calculated up to the deadline for the award. In our case, until 2nd of November. So just answer if you're currently employed in full-time or part-time work, and go add work experience the same way you did education details. Let's write. You write here the name of company. I just write company now. Your job title. I just write manager. So in order to show you the other questions. Okay, you write your job title without from date to hours worked per week. I mean hours per week you work, and employment type, if it's full-time, internship, voluntary, or part-time employment. Provide a brief summary of your responsibilities here. It's marked by an asterisk, so it's an important question. And which sector you are in, if you're in the government sector or you work in a private company. After that, if you have other work choices, submit and add new. If you don't have, just submit. Let's move to the second part. These are SS questions about leadership and influence, networking, study in the UK, and your long-term career goals. All answers to these questions, to each of these questions, must be a minimum of 100 and a maximum of 500 words. These 4 essays are an important part of Chevening application, and just pay attention to how you write it. Read carefully each of these questions, and just be sure you have good answers to all of these questions. Let's move to the third part. These are investigation details. And I should mention that Chevening finances postgraduate courses in the UK, master courses, and for MBA courses, this finance is now over the £22,000 sterling. So if you select an MBA course, be sure that you have additional money to finance the remainder of the fees. To find your course, which course you'd like to apply, if you haven't done so yet, you can go to chevening.org scholarships, find the course webpage, and on postgraduate.com you can find all the universities and courses you'd like to apply to. For example, let's search for King's College London and see all the programs or master programs that are taught at King's College London. For example, and from here you can also, for example, search for your favorite region of the UK. For example, you can look at Scotland and search for universities in Scotland. For example, but if you don't find your desired course on this page and you're not sure if Chevening finances this program, you can go to this website, Course Finder, and submit an inquiry containing the university name, course name, and the course URL. And you can submit your request inquiry no later than Wednesday, 27th October, 12 midday. Okay, you add here your universities. You can add 3 universities and rank them according to your preference. The first, let's choose here, for example, Brunel. Confirm universities. You select course and degree that you like, and you rank them. The first, second, and third. The first means that this is the most preferred program by you. So if you're accepted for Chevening scholarship and you're accepted to the first university that you rank under the first, so you go to this university. If you are rejected by the first university, you go to the second, and so on. Okay, you just submit and add new, or you can add 3 universities. So the list will be shown here. And go to upload documents and submit page. Here you have questions about equal opportunities. If you require specific arrangements in order to attend an online or in-person interview. And interviews for Chevening Award are usually held between February and April each year, but it depends on your country. Okay, you have some questions about where you heard about Chevening. How did you hear about Chevening? What were the major factors that led you to apply to Chevening? Reputation of Chevening, reputation of the UK, maybe it was advice of a colleague or influence of the BBC. And have you applied to Chevening in previous years? After that, you are expected to upload documents. You upload complete education documents no later than 22nd February 2022. So if at the moment of application you don't have your diploma yet, then you just upload transcripts. But if you have diploma, you upload diploma and transcript. But make sure that you upload your complete education documents, diploma by 22nd of February. So if you have conditional offers, you upload it here, or unconditional offer, upload it here after submission. And you must upload at least one unconditional offer by 14th of July 2022. And write here reference names and contacts. So if you have any questions about references, you can find frequently asked questions here about who can be your referee. Can you change your referee details on the online application system, or can your references be submitted in another language? So all of these questions, answers to this question, you can find on this web page. So after you know your references, you add your reference details here, and while uploading your documents, pay attention to the document size. So it's about your referee details. Name, job title, organization, email, capacity in which you know if it's your professional or academic reference. So you upload it here. And passport, I'd like to show you the size of documents. Your maximum file size should exceed 2 gigabytes, and maximum number of files 1. And pay attention to the name of your file. So each your file should be renamed as it shows in this page. And please note that it's not possible to upload a different ID document after submission. So please pay attention to the date of your ID document before submitting or before completing your application. Okay, and the page also asks you about the friendliness of the online application system, smartsimple.uk.com. Speed and capacity of the online application system, overall online application system, and add your additional comments. Before submission, if your application, go over to all of these pages and just check carefully if everything is true to your knowledge, if you have uploaded all your documents, if you have written and completed all the fields. So after reading this information and you agree with the statement above, you can save draft, or you should submit to Chevening. So just be sure to submit to Chevening, because without submitting, your application wouldn't be considered for Chevening Award. So I wish you good luck with your Chevening application. And my next videos will be about Chevening essay writing tips and other topics about studying the UK, Europe, Turkey, USA, Japan, and other countries. So you can write in the comment section below which topics you would like me to cover in my next videos. And in order not to miss the videos, you may subscribe to the channel. So good luck and thank you.